Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, chameleons, what is up? Thank you so much for coming to my next episode. Today, I have an amazing guest. She is an incredible chameleon, so many talents. She is a jewelry designer, a set designer, a graphic designer. She DJs, she's an artist. She is so incredibly talented. And we're going to talk about all of her talents, how she does it, and her journey. And I want you all to give a big welcome to Natalie Pecora.
Hi, Maria. How you doing, Queen?
How you doing, girlfriend? Oh my gosh. So I love your backdrop. Very artistic and beautiful. So
New
New
York
York.
representing.
Represent.
You
Yes.
represented on the West Coast.
Yes, I know. And I thought you indicated over here. So excited to talk to you today about all the things that you do. I know that my viewers are going to be really psyched and pumped to learn about how they can develop themselves artistically, right, in this DIY business and chameleon and design their own stuff. So today I want to talk about set design for TV, theater, and film and how you've done that. I want to talk about graphic and logo design and how you've approached that, and DJing, what you use, because I think that's so amazing, fellow DJs. And then jewelry making, unbelievable. So first off, how you doing today?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good. I'm
Hey!
excited about being here. Thank you for having me and inviting me.
Of course, my pleasure.
Into your little West Coast studio. On the
West
East Coast.
Coast. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm so happy that I met you through the amazing Izzy Fit, who is an incredible
Isn't it
trainer.
crazy
It
how
is
we met?
crazy.
Like, if it weren't for this no good pandemic,
Yep.
okay?
Mm-hmm. Right? It's totally true. And you're designing my logo for me now, which looks absolutely insane. Totally Italian inspired and influenced. Like I said to you the other day, Versace's going to have to move over because it's like my logo is going to kick Versace's logo in the face. Yeah, that's
We're
right.
gonna
I
make
said
it.
it. Coming for you, Versace.
We're gonna make it mad dope. Yeah,
Oh
you
my God,
did.
it's so
So
dope.
what? So what? You said it.
So excited. Oh, I'm so excited to like New York geek out with you again. I got to do it with Michelle, and now I get to do it even more with you. So I'm so excited. So let's go.
Well,
Let
your
the accent
accent
come out. Let's go.
is definitely gonna come out for sure, because I have a very thick, tacky,
Tacky.
yeah. What am I gonna do? It is
I'm
what it
sorry.
is.
Hey, you
You
gotta
know?
be yourself. Represent. All right.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the amazing sets and designs that you've come up with in set dressing. So if you could just give us a quick overview of your journey and how you got into set dressing. I know you went to college and then it was not what you thought it would be and you want to do something else and you started volunteering. So let's hear about that because I think your journey is fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, I think my fascination for Broadway started when I saw my first Broadway show in 7th grade, and I was hooked. I was hooked. And
what show is
back
it?
then, Sisters Rosenzweig.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's I forget the lady's name, but you remember that show Alice, and she was the waitress?
I don't.
I'm dating myself.
No,
You're too young.
oh my God.
But she was
I'll
in
check
it.
it out. Wow.
And yeah, it was a drama, but little had some comedy too. It wasn't even a musical. And I was like, this is amazing. And I fell in love with the set part of it. I was like, this
So
is so
cool.
cool. And all throughout high school, I was in the pit band, and then I did behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
And then I got to college, and I originally went to college for music education at Penn State. And it was a wonderful experience, and I learned a tremendous amount. But I
Wow.
realized that was just a hobby for me. And I wound up transferring, and I went to the New York School of Interior Design. And I got into interior design there. And even then, I didn't know that set design was something you could go to school for, yeah, a profession. Like, I just didn't know. And I started volunteering my time at local theaters on Long Island. And I would be in the pit band, and be at rehearsals because I play the clarinet. And so I would be at rehearsals, and you get to know the actors and you talk with them, in between takes and whatnot. And they just happened to need an extra hand for the stage for like painting. I'm like, well, I like to paint. So, and that's how I started. And I really started from the bottom and just volunteered my time. And I learned from, his name was George. I don't know his last name, but he was an older man at the time. Who even knows if he's still around? He was a good guy. And he taught me so many tricks, and it was so different from what I was learning in New York School of Interior Design. And it was almost like the opposite you have to do for shadowing when you're doing painting, because it's on stage and you have to think about the crazy lights. And so I learned a lot of techniques from there. And really volunteering is where I started. And then I would get little gigs on my own. And then, it's local theater is always on a budget. And they would say, we need fake carrots, we need fake food. And I was like, well, let me see what I could come up with, and I would just get, clay or whatever it is, and I would make it to make it look real. And I just fell in love with it. And it brought me to off Broadway. So I have a couple off Broadway shows. And I did 2 seasons of a web series, which was a really great experience.
Yeah, that's amazing. Tell us more about the web series, because you were shedding some light on it before, and I think it sounds so cool.
Yeah, it was again, being in this business, it's all about networking, and it's smaller than you think, and one person always knows another person.
Always.
Right. And I don't always know everyone's name, but you just get to know people and they recommend you. And someone recommended me for this web series.
It's so important in this business, Natalie. I just want to talk about that really quickly, because, this isn't the type of business where like you just apply for stuff and you get it. To be honest with you, in this industry, seriously, probably 100% of the singing jobs I've gotten have been by referral or by somebody I knew, or, that kind of thing.
I believe it.
Would you say the same thing for you? Yeah.
Yeah. And I do tend to work with a lot of the same people, like director, producers, because you get to know each other and how you work. And then you get to trust each other and know, okay, well, this person's going to get this done.
Right. And remember, we were talking about Steven Spielberg's team and how he's had the same crew for like 30, 40 years, the same people he works with.
I totally get it, because you can rely on them, and you need that. You need that trust that it's going to get done, because you have so much to do.
For sure. So, okay, let's take a look at some of your amazing works. Okay. So I'm going to share screen right now and look at your amazing pictures. Look at this.
Oh, that's some of my paintings. I like to paint.
So you painted this.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's a cute one.
It's gorgeous.
How to throw a little sparkle.
I love that. And how about, let's go over to this guy. Now, is this fake food here?
That's fake. It's a fake lemon tart.
Oh my God. How did you make this?
An off-Broadway show. That is model magic and Play-Doh. Yeah. Let me see, what else is that? It's all model magic. And paint. And then the painting.
What is model magic?
Model magic is kind of like Play-Doh, but it doesn't crack.
Oh my God,
and it's
so cool.
Nice and smooth.
So
and
cool.
I built a mold, and then I did everything by hand, and then I painted to shadow it to look like crust. And
wow. Yeah. Amazing. Now this looks like a set.
That is a set. Yeah, I believe it's almost Maine.
Wow.
And I painted that set. A lot of the sets I built, that set I did not build, but I did paint it.
Beautiful. I love the shading on the trees.
Thanks. That was I wish I had a picture of the lighting with it. It was the Almost Maine is what that show was.
It was called Almost Maine.
Pardon me?
What was the title of the show? Almost Maine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So people can check that out. That's awesome.
That's stone. I painted that to look like stone on the bottom.
Oh my God, I thought it was real stone. Like it looks like.
No, I do a lot of faux finishing, and in
So
theater, you're
cool.
always on a budget.
Yeah.
So I just taught myself how to faux finish.
Wait, so it's called faux finishing.
Yeah, it's a fake finish, and you make
Oh, like
even that
FAUX, faux.
yeah, and even that floor that
Okay.
looks like wood, I painted that floor to look
Oh my
like
God.
wood.
This is
Yeah,
fascinating. Oh my God. Okay, let's go to the next one. That is so cool. What's the story with this?
oh, that was a fun one. That was my big fat gay Italian wedding. Is that what it was called? No, no, no. My big fat gay Italian midlife crisis. That's what it was. And it took place in
What?
Jersey,
Of course.
at a casino, and
Oh my God.
I had to build a slot machine.
Holy sh!
So that's all, I
You
would,
built this entire thing.
I built it, and then I painted it, and I put lights in it, and it really
Natalie,
worked. Yeah,
your
that was a
job
cool
is
prop.
so cool.
It was a cool prop. And
Oh
it's
my
very
God.
lightweight because the scene changing was quick. So they had
Mhm.
to be able to move it. One
Oh
person
my
needed to be able to move
God.
it. So
Does it have
yeah.
wheels? Does it have wheels?
I don't, it might on the bottom. It's just so long ago, I can't even remember.
Unbelievable. I love it. Now this is so cute also.
That was for a scene in the same show, and they were on the boardwalk in Jersey, and it was a cotton candy.
Adorable. Did you use like that felt material and put it over and spray paint it or something?
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh my God, I love that. And what do we have here?
That was for a show, I believe it was Joseph and the
Oh,
Technicolor Dreamcoat.
get out.
And
Okay.
it was it was a bed. I mean, it looks big, but it really is only like 3 by 5. And they needed a bed fit for a king. So, so
Amazing. So much good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I
I
can't wait
built
to talk about your jewelry. Like, oh my God, you're so talented. You're the ultimate chameleon. I love it.
try.
This is a
That's one of
painting
my
also.
paintings. Yeah,
God,
I like to
you
add Converse to a lot of my paintings.
you're so gifted. I love the Converses. Looks super retro. It's like that abstract style art. God, I love it. And what's this?
That is a scene, an outdoor scene in Beacon Hill, season 2 that we did. And we
Wow.
filmed at a house in Massachusetts. And it was like that's at a house, but I had to create
Beautiful.
like a little like a, was that the cafe scene? I don't even remember, but I had to create an outdoor experience.
Oh my God, it looks beautiful. So magical. I love this one.
Thank you.
And this, how cute is
That was
this?
So that was also Beacon Hill, and that was at a bakery, and the scene was shot there. And the first season that we filmed at the bakery, I learned the very hard way not to use real baked goods because all the lighting from the crew melted everything from all
Holy
the
sh!
hours that you're filming.
So
So
is all of this fake?
the cake I made, the cake is
Oh my
fake. The
God.
cake, the
Get out of
candy apples are
here.
fake.
Get out of here. Oh my
Yeah. Some of the egg creams are real because they had to eat them in the scene.
God.
There's some things
Okay.
had to be real. But
How
yeah,
did you
those
make
are
these
fake.
apples? What are these apples? How did you make this?
I made a mold of an apple out of plaster of Paris.
Oh my
And then
God.
I set the plaster of Paris and I paint it. And that's hot glue sticks. I melted the hot glue and then I
Son of a
painted it.
gun. Get out of here. That is
And
so cool.
the cake is a dog dish turned upside
Ooh.
down with cork that you use for
Corking,
preparing
yeah, like
molds.
molding. Oh my God, you're a
Yeah,
riot. I love it.
I
This is
love
such a
doing
cool
props.
job. I think art directors like in film and TV and you guys are so creative. Like it's just
Well,
unbelievable.
you'll be surprised what you could come up with on
Yeah, under the
so quickly.
pressure on the spot when you don't have
Yeah,
a lot of time. So okay, we've
yeah,
got a
because
before here.
so that's how that was also Beacon Hill, and that's how I received the room. But we had to use that
Wow.
room for 2 different scenes. So one scene, so
Wow.
that's how it
Oh
was.
my
This
God.
this scene was for an older man, and this scene was for a younger man's bedroom. So it's the same
Right.
bedroom, but I had to make it look completely different.
Wow. Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
This is really rad. I love this.
that's another print. That's a fun one.
So fun.
Sitting on the
God.
fence, chewing my bubble gum.
Oh my
Woo-hoo!
God. So cute. This looks like a dollhouse setup.
That was an off-Broadway show called A Place to Come Home To,
Oh my God.
and it was in the city, and the scenario is that it took place in the 1950s in a 3 floor walk-up old war building. So I had to make it look like that, and I had to do some shopping at vintage, um, what do you call it? Vintage stores and whatnot. Can't even think right
Sure.
now.
Like
And
Goodwill, things like that.
yeah, yeah, and I had to
Mm.
get everything authentic to the time.
It looks amazing. Like it looks so
Thank you. That
cool.
was a fun one. I had to
Excuse
paint
me.
the floor. I painted the walls to look like wallpaper.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a fun show.
Love it.
And you meet so many great people. That
Yeah.
was Joseph in the Technicolor
Also
Dreamcoat.
Joseph. Yep, you can tell with the
Yeah,
Egyptian.
and I had to make the floor
Beautiful.
look like sand. So
Oh,
that
how
was a
did you do
cute one.
that?
Yeah.
Wow. This
Thank
is so
you.
cool. I love
I
that.
like the behind the scenes work of
Yes,
the set design. Just
definitely.
another fun print.
Another fun abstract. I love this. Oh my
I call it
God.
moose leaf,
Moose leaf?
moose leaf paper.
I love it. How cute. So stinking cute. Oh, this is really neat too with the texturing. Mm-hmm.
That was so the top is the photograph of the little baby, my little
Yep.
cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and that the bottom is the painting that I did from the photograph.
Very cool. Love that. Excuse me. Oh, this is very cool.
I love doing prints, and that's a custom piece that someone asked me to do. And I
You're
originally had
you're a
lipstick.
crazy brilliant artist.
I
You're
love that one.
unbelievable.
I originally had lipstick in her hand, and they were like, "We're not really lipstick kind of people. Can you put a cigarette in it?"
Ah,
So
what?
yeah, came out cute.
Oh, okay. And then we've got this guy. How funny, Yoda.
That's a good one, right? That's a
I
fun one.
love it. I love it. Amazing. Oh my God. Okay, so let me stop share and come back to you now. So, okay, that was absolutely amazing. So
Thanks.
cool. So, how do you make all these amazing things? What programs do you use when you're just doing, let's first talk about like a graphic design, right? Do you go offhand, like on paper, or do you like to do digital? And if so, what do you use and all that?
The whole process, I start with my sketchbook and I draw everything out. That's just, I guess it's a little old school,
I
you
love
know,
it. Use pen or
but
pencil?
pencil,
Pencil.
yeah. Um, so I draw everything out and I write the things that I want to do with it, and then I do a little research on Google, and I try to find, you know, inspirations of pictures that I kind of like,
Yep.
and then I do the drawing on the computer, and then I just piece everything together,
Cool.
and
So
it's
what
kind of like
program?
mixed media. Oh, I use
It's kind of like,
Photoshop,
mm-hmm.
Illustrator, SketchUp. Yeah.
Cool. So
So,
what do those programs do for like somebody like me who's just like kind of brand new and doesn't really know how they all work?
well, Photoshop is pretty cool. It's you could take some tutorials on YouTube if you're just like
Cool.
starting off. And I
Cool.
like it. They it's a little pricey, but I literally use it every day. So, I work it for every penny that it is.
Awesome.
But you can draw from scratch on there, and you can piece everything together, crop, filter, altar pieces, you know, like the logo that I'm making for you.
Yes.
You wanted wings bigger, but then you wanted them smaller, then you wanted them fatter. And, you know, I
Right.
can do that with Photoshop. I can widen, you know, make things wider, make them smaller, and not lose the whole, you know, picture.
Right, right. That's so cool. All right,
I
awesome.
like working on it. Yeah, I like using multiple programs, and I kind of like piece everything together.
Yeah, and just
But
see
I'm
what works the
self-taught.
best.
Like I never took a class in Photoshop. I should, but you know,
I
I
love
gotta
it.
work.
You're so
Still gotta work.
talented. Yeah, for sure. And your super exciting jewelry business that I want to talk about.
Can we please?
Oh my gosh. So, okay, first let's flex some of your jewelry. I'm going to show mine off. I love my lapis lazuli bracelet. I love this stone. It has
That's a
very
cute one, and I
significant
love that
meanings.
you totally supported me. My
Of
little
course.
little
And I
creative
bought these
venture.
also to show. These are my other ones. They're absolutely beautiful and
That is part of my Hope collection.
love it. Your Hope collection. Your pieces are
Yeah,
so unique. I absolutely love them. So talk about your brand, where you came up with the ideas and the concept. They're so cute. And I'll put up your Instagram for it in the bottom here. Can you tell us again
thank
what the
you.
Instagram is so we can follow it?
It's NJP Productions, and
Okay, great.
my website. I just launched my website, and that's njpproductions.com.
Okay, great. I'm going to try to pull that up right now while you tell us all about the inspiration behind the concepts and all the cool pieces that you've got going.
Cool, cool. So I've always made jewelry since I'm little. You know, I started off just with one bead at a time, you know, and I was like, okay, what else can I do? And then I learned a little bit more about wiring. And, you know, as we discussed, I'm a set designer and props, and
Yep.
everything that happened with the pandemic, well, I haven't been doing any sets because there isn't any
At
more Broadway
home.
right now.
Yep.
So I had a little extra time on my hand, and I just started making jewelry during the pandemic, and I made a lot. And I was like, okay, what can I do with this? This is like super cute. And I just started giving it as gifts. And
So
I was like, this,
cute.
thank you.
I love your
So
whole theme to everything too, Natalie. Like this one right here is called Where We Going, and you've got masks too that you make with the super cute mermaid print. Where should I go? What should we look at right now? Maybe
you can go to
shop.
shop.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can go to jewelry,
Okay.
and it will show you my necklaces, bracelets, sets,
You're so, you look so beautiful,
earrings.
by the way. I love your logo here, and it pays homage to your theater inspiration, like in your background where you've come from. So look at this. This is
Thank you.
We've got Over
Thank
It.
you for
We've got
noticing.
Pretty in
Yeah.
Pink. Che
Most
palle! Oh, faccia bella, affanabola. This is the Italian collection. Affanabola. Yeah.
Sicilian section.
Right. Affanabola is like, God damn it. Like, what a pain. Faccia bella. Right? Beautiful face.
Yeah,
Che
it really,
palle.
everything I make depends on my Gemini mood. So
Oh
whatever
my
mood my Gemini self is in, that's what comes
God.
out. If I'm over it,
Yes.
I'm making a bracelet that says I'm over it.
Adorable. I love Vaffangu. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a
I
good
need
one.
this.
And
Che
sometimes
palle, four
it just
balls.
needs to be said.
Yep. Que pale is a funny one. What
Yeah, that's a
balls?
good one. What cojones?
What cojones you have?
Right?
You got balls, pal.
Right?
Totes me, rainbow. This is adorable. Into the
Yeah, I
wood.
make a lot of things, and they go anywhere from like really chunky, like I said, depends on my mood, to super thin, sleek
Yeah,
earrings.
like these ones. This is
Yeah,
so
and I've
cute.
been really into they're all natural gemstones. And
Gorgeous.
thank
Gorgeous. So
you.
you guys have to
Yeah,
check this out. This is NJP Productions. I love it. So exciting.
thank
So
you.
yeah, totally. So this site just launched. You said you just finished it a couple days ago. How exciting is that?
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched. I think I'm gonna throw a DJ party, like
You
launch
should.
party,
Oh my gosh. So now,
right?
yes, to talk about your amazing DJing skills. So I love it. DJ Ski McGee. How do we get that DJ name?
DJ Ski McGee. Okay. Well, I'm Natalie Pecora, and when I got married, I did not change my last name because this nose is not a McGee. Okay. So
Flexing the Italian bumps. Let's go right now together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flex the Italian bump.
right. So I kept Pecora, but I was like, you know what? Out of respect, I'm gonna have my DJ name be my husband's last name. And for some reason, because I'm a little out there, I
So
always wear
thoughtful.
ski goggles when I DJ.
Girl,
So
ski goggles is like my favorite thing ever. Oh, you'll totally appreciate this because okay, so the ski goggles, like how Usher did back in the day too, right? Like remember when artists did that in the 90s? So dope. In the music videos, right? They would wear, like TLC would wear them. There's this guy, he's got a booth in this fair here that if you come to LA, I'm gonna take you. Like you would love it. It's called Melrose Flea Market. And basically they have it every Sunday and it's everything you would think it would be, like a typical LA flea market. Crystals, herbs,
I'm in. I'm
organic stuff,
sold.
vintage clothing, perfume, plants. I mean, like homemade perfumes, homemade soaps, homemade oils, like candles with crystals in them, tapestries, amazing
I'm
magical food,
convinced. I'm sold
homemade
already.
kombucha. It's like a lot of hippy dippy shit. You would love it. So
And
there's
a
a
DJ?
guy. They do have DJs also in live bands, yeah. In all different areas, they have different musicians playing. So there's a guy who is always in the same spot on this one corner, and he makes his own goggles from scratch, by hand from scratch. So he does all kinds of cool leather work with them.
Dope.
He sells them for like $200. I'm like, they look super cool. But anyways,
Super, super dope.
yes. So
I wear the goggles and they're ski goggles. And so DJ Ski McGee just came about. And I've always, dabbled in it just on my own in my living room. And I'm like this huge DJ in my living room.
I love it.
And again, with the pandemic, as horrendous as it has been, some good has come out of it. And I got on Twitch and I started doing DJ parties, and people were really into it because you couldn't go anywhere. And it's been a really good time to, connect with friends and family who live far. And everybody would party on Twitch, and I would have a Zoom dance party.
So cool. So much fun.
A lot of fun.
What's your Twitch name if people want to follow you? Your Twitch username?
DJ Ski McGee.
DJ Ski McGee. Okay. And it's spelled just like on here, DJ Ski, like skiing, then McGee, MCGE.
Yeah.
Yay. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's segue back to your jewelry making really quickly, because for people that are inspired by that, I just would love it if you showed us your like some of your favorite tools from that, if you have with you, like if somebody wanted to. Oh, that'd be so cool.
It's pretty simple, and you can get them at any craft store. I mean, I have a bunch of these. They're just clippers, pliers,
okay,
and some are needle nose ones for a little closer work.
Yeah.
When it comes to wiring, I have to use this little hammer, which is pretty cool, and I put it against a wooden block, and then I hammer the wire into shape. And my always handy dandy tape measure, I bring that everywhere with me. That just, I have to measure, because all my jewelry pieces are custom. So whoever is a 6-inch, 7-inch, and you just make it to size. Because I started making the jewelry really because my taste was changing, and I used to wear these huge flowers in my hair and these big earrings, and then I'm like, all right, everyone needs to calm down a little bit, okay, Natalie? And I needed to tame it down. I just didn't find everything that I wanted. I was like, oh, I'll just make it.
Yeah.
And so I just started making it, and just picked up some handy dandy tools along the way, and you could get them anywhere. And I do a lot of YouTubing to take tutorials just to keep up with different trends and whatnot.
That is so cool. So what are your favorite stores to shop at to get this stuff on the cheap?
Um, well, when I have to get something like really quick, like I was making this bracelet. I've made it 3 times, and
Oh
it's
my God.
this is a really cute one. This is a weave, and this is
Beautiful.
on
I love the
nylon,
colors.
almost like a fishing pole kind of uh
Okay. Is it
nylon.
stretchy or is it just
It's not
it's not.
stretchy, and
Okay, cool.
I have to weave this whole thing three
Wow.
times over, in and out. And
That is
I ran out of
beautiful.
beads. So I would go to like Michael's or something, if and some, usually they have what you need. But I
So
do a lot of
cool.
eBay, and I try to buy, and I just got beautiful gemstones from eBay. I should be getting them in like a couple of weeks. All
Wow.
geodes and druzy stones, and just super cute
Druzies. I
ones.
love druzies. Oh my God, that's so
Yeah, so
cool.
I ordered like 30 of them, and so we'll see, all different colors, and really just, I don't have one specific place, and I just kind of constantly on Google searching. Etsy sometimes, I found some
Yep.
supply stores through Instagram. So I try
That's
to support the small
amazing.
business, but
Yeah, for
sometimes, like
sure.
if it's in a rush, I kind of have to go to Michael's, but I really do try to do, small little businesses.
That is so cool. So you're such a chameleon. You're going from set designing to graphic designing and drawing and crafting your own jewelry, and you DJ, you have this love for music and love for dancing. That's how we met in Zumba class. And you've got so many talents, Natalie. So with your website and launching your brand, NJP Productions, so like, are you going to take it, do you have any plans to maybe in the future take it steps further and like expand on other things that you might do? Because your
I
mind is exploding. So I want to know what's in your head. I love your
Well,
brain.
this has been a long time coming, and something I've always wanted to do. And it, like I said, it hasn't been until the pandemic where I had an extra 5 minutes here and there that I can
Right,
sit down and just do what I enjoy. So would I
right.
love for this to get bigger and expand? Yeah, definitely. But I'm grateful for, I hit 100 followers today when I woke up, which was pretty cool,
That's
you know,
amazing. You just started that
right?
Instagram. That's so
I just
cool.
started.
Congrats.
Thank you. So I'm just very happy with what I have right now. And if it takes it to the next level, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. I'd like to put more of my own paintings and artwork
Oh my
into it.
God, you should. You absolutely should. I mean, your drawings are so cool. You've got such a
Thank
cool spectrum of stuff that you do. I mean, I love the textural elements too that you use. I really, really, really love, and I'm so excited about the logo design that we're doing together. I was gonna
No,
show
I've
what?
done quite a few logos. I've just
Yeah.
gotten back to a lot of graphic design during the pandemic, and
Mm,
I've done a number of logos in the past year. And I love doing it. Like, I love someone telling me, listen, this is my idea. This is what I want to do. I want this, I want these colors. And then I'll be like, okay, give me a couple of days. I'm going to make some sketches, and
oh my
I'll come
God.
up with some things.
I'm so glad that you're like so into the process and so patient, because like we've gone back and made multiple edits and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. And you're so patient and you're always like so
No,
helpful.
of course.
So
I mean, I
it's
would want it to be
amazing.
perfect too.
You're amazing. So I'm so happy to have met you, and I hope that a lot of people get to plug in with you. And is it cool with you if people contact you and ask you questions about stuff, if like they're inspired and they just want some insights on what you use or resources that you have, and would you be open to that?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
super cool. So we'll put your
Yeah.
information down and everything. And you've got two Instagrams. Do you want to give both of them out just so people can follow you and support
Well,
you?
the public one is
Yep.
my NJP Productions,
Okay.
and you can DM me, and I get back to you pretty quickly. You could talk whatever you want to ask me, or if you have a custom piece, whether it be a print or I make a lot of masks also. And if you have a fabric in mind or jewelry, just send me, what a DM, or you can contact
Love
me
it.
on my website.
Amazing. I love it. And I love your website, and I'm super excited to see where everything goes. So,
Me too. Thank you.
yeah, totally. So really quickly, if you could give me, if you're stranded on a desert island and you've got like, you're allowed to have 5 things with you that are your favorite artistic tools. What are you going to have with you?
Okay, 5 things, not
5
people.
things, not people.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, as much as I love all my things, I'd like to think that I could just pick up and get a backpack and get the heck out of here.
Hey.
But my most important thing, like if there was a fire and now I have to go to this desert island that you're making up, okay, my clarinet. It's a French buffet clarinet.
And she's a musician, guys. Love it.
And that stays pretty close no matter where I am.
Oh my God.
So I would say that probably my beautiful keyboard. But I mean, what am I doing bringing this to a desert island, right?
Let's assume there's a plug somewhere.
There's a plug.
And there's Wi-Fi.
Okay. I love to collect instruments. I guess that. I don't know. I don't know because
it's so funny to me because as an artist, like I was expecting you as an artist to be like, oh, I'm gonna bring like my sketch pad, but you're such an artist that you're not even thinking about that. Because why? Because you'd probably take a few coconuts and rocks and make your own like sketch pad on like a tree or something. Like really, I think that's how your brain works, because like your organic response, you're like thinking about it, like you're such an artist. You're like, I mean,
I could, yeah, I was thinking about like real things, because if I'm in sand, I could like build a castle, I could make things, But
oh my God, I would love to be stranded on an island with you. It would be very fun, magical, creative environment.
But you know what? Getting back to it, you're right. A sketch pad and a pencil would be. I'm not going to say no to that.
Okay, so that's 4 things. So you get one more. We've got your pencil, we've got your pad, we've got your clarinet and your piano, and one more.
Well, I feel like this is that show,
Survivor,
where everyone's naked and they have like for 21 days.
Yes.
So I guess,
yes.
I mean, if I'm thinking survival, I'm gonna need a cup or something to boil the water in, right? Because we got to stay hydrated. You know
come
what
on.
I mean?
I know you could carve a cup out of a tree or something. You make this fancy ass chalice.
I think that's it. What I give you, 4? I'm
Love
sticking
it.
with
That's
4.
That's 5. That's 5. 5 is good.
Okay.
You're on the mark. Amazing. So, okay. Another question. What would you say separates yourself as a person to work with professionally from some other people on set? Or in any job, involving art and creation.
I'm pretty easy to get along with. And even if I'm leading, if I'm the head of the department, I really, because I've started from very low and I know what it's like to be there, and I never forget. So even if I'm the head of the department, my mentality is still, we're all the same. And so I treat everybody equally, and I appreciate, great help.
You're amazing. And you have such a bomb personality. When I first met you, I was like, oh my God, this chick is so cool. I want to be her best friend. You're such a supportive female and loving, caring woman. And you're just oozing creativity. It's just, I'm so happy to know you. Really.
Queen.
You're a queen.
Same thing. I feel the same way.
Oh.
In some of my DJ sets, I would promote your songs.
Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about.
I really, and I didn't even know you like 100% just yet, but like I knew you from our Zoom workouts. from a mutual friend who is awesome as well. I know the struggle. I know what the struggle is, and I know what it's like when you don't have that support, and I don't want people to feel that way. So I support you here on the East Coast.
Woohoo! East Coast. I love it. Thank you so much. And also just as a woman in the industry, like for us to support each other, for women to support each other, it's so important. Women in business, women who are entrepreneurs and artists, it's important to support each other. We get outnumbered a lot in these kinds of businesses. So,
and real support, not
real
that
support.
superficial fake support, like real support.
Real support. Like I'm sharing your stuff, on my Instagram, I'm liking stuff on your page, I'm talking with you, I'm, supporting your stuff. I'm I'm buying your stuff too. You know what I mean? Like I'm really like wearing your stuff. It's like about actively caring and being involved, and it's just like, and I'm not a fake person. You're not a fake person either. So you can't, when you love something, you can't fake. I mean, maybe it's again, just some of the East Coast stuff, but it's just like, we're very raw and we don't, in LA, I meet a lot of people that aren't that raw, that aren't that straightforward. So I always appreciate when I get to meet amazing females who are like that.
Definitely. When your song came out, I text almost every one of my friends with the Spotify link of your song. I was like, download this now or you're dead to me.
Thank you so much. Download it now or va fangu.
Pretty much. Yep.
It's not going to be a Fachamelo no more if you don't download this song.
Okay. I didn't want to say it. I was raised, I didn't want to say it. But if I have to.
I'm going to get real right now. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh my God, I love it. This has been so amazing. Okay. Are you ready for some trivia, girlfriend?
I mean, is it like 5th grade trivia? Am I going to do like signs? Like, what is happening? Do I need a calculator?
No, not at all. I'm going to ask you some super fun random questions about, you've seen on my show how I do, at the end of my show, I do trivia and I just ask some fun random questions to you about things that, you like or prefer over the other. And you just give me your organic response. Okay. You're not supposed to think about it too much. And I time you, it's supposed to be no more than a minute. Okay. So that way that you don't think too long, because it's, again, supposed to just be your organic response to things. So timer. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be very fun. Wait, I have to set this to a 1 minute timer. Add timer, 1 minute. All right, girlfriend. Is you ready?
She ready.
All right, girl. Here we go. So timer's on. Photoshop or Illustrator?
Photoshop. Bam.
Okay. Digital or hand drawing?
Hand.
Okay. Realistic or fantasy set design?
Realistic. I like period design. I studied periods in school, and I love getting into the periods and really digging deep.
Dope. Okay. Joann's or Michael's?
Why do you do this to me? How could you? How could you? I thought.
Imagine being the producers I interview when I say James Brown or Michael Jackson. So pissed. Come on, you got to do it. Look at this. We're 14 seconds already. There should be a special time for Italians. It should be like 5 minutes.
Michael. That's my husband's name. Okay.
Okay, fine. Pinterest or real life experience inspirations?
Real life.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll add one. Yes, I just selected add 1 minute. We're gonna give this special Italian time. Italian New Yorker gibbering time.
It's for the hand gesture.
Right, no, it takes more time to go like this. My God. All right, Zumba or hip hop?
Zumba.
Zumba, okay. DJ turntables or DJ scratch? Sorry, DJ turntables and scratching or digital, like MIDI controllers?
Digital.
Okay. Theater or film?
Theater.
Okay. Pizza or pasta?
Penne alla vodka on my pizza.
Ooh, you're a badass. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. Cappuccino or espresso?
I don't drink coffee, but when I get a migraine, espresso does the trick.
Nice. Yeah, totally agree. Okay. I'm improvising now. Manicotti or gnocchi?
Manigot.
Hey, okay, cool. We have to add one more minute. I think we'll get this in 30 seconds. We got this. Traveling or local adventuring?
I'm a Gemini. These questions are killing me. You know what? Local right now, because that's what I've been living.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, trivia is like gotta be the kryptonite.
Like gun to head.
Yeah, this is like definitely the devil's advocate for a Gemini. Tim Burton set design or Steven Spielberg set designs?
Tim Burton.
Oh, all right. Dope. Yeah, because you got to think Spielberg went way back with like E.T. and like there are so many changes made in film because of like him, like things he discovered, like Hook and all those movies, and like, but Tim Burton's like, it's totally.
I like the cartoony aspect.
Yeah. Okay, 5 seconds. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
What?
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Nobody understands me when I say this.
Papa, what? Papa, what? Papa, who? I'm gonna say no because I couldn't really understand you.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I'm not answering that. No.
No, because why?
I just like to keep my fruit separate.
Give us the old school spiel about how Italians shouldn't put fruit on their pizza. Go ahead. Siamo pronti. Andiamo. Ci sentiamo.
Well, listen, I don't want to judge. All right. That's not how I was raised, but I kind of like it separate. But if you like it, good for you. You go live your life. Like with pineapple.
Live your life. Woo! Okay. And random question. Okay. A few favorite New Yorker phrases. Best New Yorker phrases.
Well, can I quote my father?
Yes, and you can be vulgar too.
Okay. Well, my father always says, you better watch what you say because what you spit up always comes back down.
Ooh. That's a good one, Nat.
That's a good one.
Natalina, that's a good one. Okay. Okay, how about like a quick one? Like I love that sign when you get into the Bronx and there's a sign. You know what I'm talking about? It says like when you drive into the Bronx, there's a couple like welcome signs, but it'll be like, well, it's like welcome to the Bronx, and it's like forget about it.
It is a good one. My favorite is I quote The Godfather a lot, and it's leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Hey!
But I actually just put out a jewelry set.
I saw
necklace and earrings, and it's leave the gun, take the Pelosi, because it was so after cute. Nancy Pelosi. So yeah, I like to name my jewelry things pretty funny because when people order and they ask for these things, I crack up. Everything they crack up.
I think that's hilarious. I love the Italian influence in your stuff. Like this is why me and you are going to create even more cool stuff together because I have ideas too from my uncle's clothing line in Italy and like just ideas and ways to take things. And oh my gosh,
I love it.
So exciting. So happy to meet you. You're my sister.
100%.
So happy to have you on my show. I could talk with you all day and say funny Italian phrases. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? We're from New York here. We like to party. I can't say water. I have to say water. Coffee is very hard for me to say instead of coffee. Like,
yeah, that's a tough one. Coffee.
It's tough. I do my best, but it comes out when I'm with the homies. DJ Skinny.
Yep. I get that a lot. I get even when I'm in New York, people are like, you have an accent. I'm like, I have an accent. You're from Ohio, living in New York. You have an accent.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I love it. This has been amazing. So great to have you on my show. If you could give one thing of advice to up and coming artists, you know, whether they're vocalists, whether they're producers, whether they're, you know, whatever kind of entrepreneur they are, and, you know, they're inspired to design their own stuff and build their brands. You know, you've done it, you built your own brand. So what support and advice would you give to them on their journey?
Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And
I love that. That's beautiful.
if you can't find a support team, because it takes a village, you know. But if
Yeah.
you can't find a support team, just be kind to yourself and just keep going.
That's amazing. And whenever you get overwhelmed, do you have outlets that you go to? I know you like to exercise. You talk about that.
That really helps. Exercise helps a lot. It really clears my mind. And I try to eat well, and I drink a gallon of water a day, which was advice from a good friend of mine that I used to work out with.
Mm.
And I have pretty good friends. Not a huge amount, but I have a handful of some good friends that I could always vent to. So that's cool
Yeah,
too.
so surrounding yourself by good people, with good people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally think
Get rid of the
important.
toxins.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Flush them out. Oh my God.
Yep. Keep bye toxins.
Bye. It's an art form though. It's hard to sometimes get those things out of our life, but it's like when you decide like I want to take control and do what's good for me and I care about me, I love me, you don't do that self-deprivation bullshit, then you allow yourself to get so much done. It's like, oh my God, I've got so much done now that I broke up with that person, or now that I got that person out of my, I've got more done for myself in a year than I did 5 years dating this person.
Yep.
Just saying, like,
True.
you know what I mean though?
True that.
Cut the fat,
Mhm.
trim the fat.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome.
Chameleon.
Oh, stop it. You're a queen. And I'm so happy to meet you. You're such a friend and sister for life. I'm so excited about your new business. And
Thank you.
and I'm going to be sure to share this to all different types of artistic pages for people who are creators so they can learn from the way that you've done things. And we're here to support you and follow you. And I'm so thankful that my viewers can check you out and ask you questions if they need to and have support on their journey as well, because we're here to support you. And that's what we do. We're chameleons, multiple things, multiple talents, multiple jobs, and multiple passions. And it's a beautiful community. And we're so happy to be able to share our experiences with you. And I'm so happy to have Natalie on today because she rocks. Woo! That's a wrap, guys. Rock all your shades, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Take me under.